Virginia. Bye. Order. Fine. Too loud. God. Let's. Oh. Interesting. Angela Ballard. Box.
I suppose I should start with a short summary of my life.
Hi, CJ. How are you doing?
So
Did you get some rest?
I run a reading group with several other women in the town of Newsome. Every Saturday, the members come to my house to discuss a novel, chapter by chapter. We're currently reading Pride and Prejudice. I thought it would be fun, but then I realized that everyone was a friend of Eliza Frame.
Just increase the games. Audible. Doing okay? Any plans for the day? The upcoming.
Eliza does not like me. God knows why she joined the reading group. If she dislikes me so much, why join in? It's beyond me.
Oh.
But she does not like me. That much she has made clear. Always making comments about the state of my house.
Bad friend.
This week, she had the almighty nerve to complain about my window curtains. They're practically falling to pieces. No wonder you're not married.
He's all alone. That's sad.
Words as she rifled through them.
I hope he's fine.
Thinner layers. I keep those curtains in that position for a reason, I wanted to say, but I bit my tongue. Who does she think she is, the curtain police?
Curtain
I was
police.
trying enough when it was only Eliza, but now the others have been doing it. I have essentially been shunned out of my own group.
Wow.
Funny how the amount of work I did organising everything get forgotten and replaced with old curtains and teacups.
Oh no, I actually like that
Whatever
mindset.
that isn't up to Eliza's standards.
He definitely is fine if he's with you. I trust you with that. But
that's all gossip and politics. My word against theirs. I generally keep to myself, so no one really knows me.
But he's fine. Her. That's good, that's good.
Of course they're going to listen to her. I recently read about the effects of venting one's frustrations onto paper, of writing to no one, with no intention of seeing the light of day.
Interesting.
Sounds a bit doubtful to me, but I'm willing to try it. After I finish writing this, I'll go to the forest, just beyond the post office, and leave the envelope under a rock, where it will decompose.
Oh my god, I like this. This is giving Letters to the Lost book vibes. What about me? I will be sleeping after this stream, so there's that. I'll get enough rest, I guess.
I'm almost at the end of the page. I thought this would work with helping to make me feel better. But it's not the same as actually writing to someone. It's like shouting down a hole. You're letting out your frustration, but no one can hear you.
Well, isn't that still better though?
I'm not depressed. I'm
I'm
angry.
angry, of course. I hope you get some rest. You always tell. Yeah, I will get some rest. I mean, sleeping counts as rest, right? So, like, guess I'll get some rest.
People hate me, and I hate them.
Me
I'm
too.
stuck having to see them every day at the shops, at the library, at the book club. And people are talking about another war possibly happening. Everything just feels so uncertain.
I know, right?
I am rambling at this point, and I am wasting my time. I am wasting postage stamps and envelopes. But if you're going to do something, I think it's important to make a proper job of it,
Yeah.
including a return address and everything. If I'm going to be accused of one thing, it's not going to be of doing things by halves.
I like you.
Thanks for nothing, Angela Bard.
Wow. Basically, letters to the void.
Dear Angela Bard, thank you for your letter. This Eliza Frame sounds like a right serpent. Forgive me if that was too far. I generally keep to myself as well, and I often wonder how out of practice I am with even the smallest interactions. Your letter has interested me strangely. Please, write to me again.
Right to. You wrote the forest, right?
Yours sincerely, Mr. Devere.
Who are you?
To Mr. Devere. What kind
Yeah,
of check
thank
is
God. I
this?
thought I missed something.
Who are you?
Big guy, city life. Big guy? Your cousin?
My letter interests you strangely.
Well, tell
Well,
him
the
thank
feeling's
you, I
mutual.
guess.
But you cannot expect me to continue writing to a perfect stranger. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you could be some sort of dreadful con man. I don't know if I
Thank
trust
you,
you.
thank you.
You wrote that you keep to yourself? Tell me, how is it that I don't recognize your surname at all? Even if you're a recluse, surely I would have at least heard of you.
Yeah.
Angela Bard.
Is that how people used to get to know each other?
P.S. I hope that I can trust you
Random.
and tell Eliza or anyone else about my letter.
Randomly finding letters and then responding to them. You do have a Lola. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate it. Glad you guys find it nice.
Dear Angela, it seems as though you have, unwittingly, given a lot of information to a stranger who hasn't returned the favour. I agree that that is unfair. I shall use this letter to remedy that. You requested that I write to you a recount of my daily routine. It took me a great deal of thinking to try and make this letter not bore you, but if I have failed, please forgive me.
Call for 8 years boy.
I suppose I should write to you about today. I took a walk through the northern part of Ardmore
Fair,
Forest,
fair.
taking in the tree-scented air. It's the kind of air that can feel icy down in your lungs in the morning, but I strangely enjoy it.
People would call me small then. I'm way too short for a 21-year-old.
There isn't a path where I go, but I know the forest very well. To the north, there is a very old yew tree, so big that the span of my arms cannot reach halfway around its trunk.
Ooh.
At some point in its lifespan, it began to lean, and now it tilts to a degree that almost seems to defy gravity, looking as if it could fall at any moment, but never doing so.
That's one
It
resilient
is
tree.
beautiful. This yew tree creates a nice patch of moist shade that is perfect for growing mushrooms. I collected some. These were a variety of Scarlatina bolete, a round, plump mushroom that tastes excellent when cooked, and then went on my way.
This is such a relaxing game. Well, not really a game, but a visual novel.
My days involve a great deal of walking. I leave my home, a furnished cave, well hidden in a large
Furnished
rock face,
cave,
instead
okay.
to wander. On other days, when there's too
The
much rain,
wonder.
I'll stay inside, reading and drawing.
Devere is an interesting
I
guy.
generally don't leave the forest. I have all I need. I find some interesting curios around the forest. A dropped book here, an abandoned picnic basket there. My home even has a phonograph in almost perfect condition.
Wow. Abandoned picnic basket. Lurk. Thank you so much for the lurks, Jenny. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your time, and I hope your stream is going well.
Several winters ago, I was lucky enough to discover that a human had left an almost unused case of painting supplies.
What?
Intrigued by the opportunity, I tried using it to paint.
I'd use.
My first attempts were quite alarming failures, but I continued to practice. What you are holding in your hands is the fruit of my labors.
Wow, that's what I was thinking. Is this your painting?
As I'm writing this, I realize how much I'm leaving out. Let me tell you the whole
Amazing.
truth here.
I will pop by your stream in 2 hours before I sleep. Writing is how much I'm leaving out. Let me tell you the whole truth. Oh,
You've probably noticed how I've used the word human instead of person. I may as well
okay.
tell you now, instead of you inevitably piecing it together.
Okay. Are you what?
You see, I'm not what you'd call human. There's no silver-tongued way of putting it.
So, are you a ghost?
You'll want proof that I'm not mad as a hatter. Of course you will. So I'll provide it. When you slumber tonight, I will send you a dream.
You would have liked. I want to stop by. I will stop by.
Don't be stressed. I mean you only well. Please. Yours sincerely.
Wait. Did
Mr.
he
Devere.
say what he was? I missed it.
Yes. I have a plan at getting
Yes.
back at Eliza, if you're interested.
I have a plan of get. Whoa. Okay. I love that. Like guy said he wants to learn English. Aww. Teach him some.
To Devere. Despite my assumptions, I'm convinced. At first I thought you were perhaps a friend of Eliza's, that you had trying to play some sort of mind game with me. But after a night of trying to sleep, I finally did. And what I dreamt felt so real.
Blur.
I was walking through the forest, in a clearing. I found an ornate table holding a tea set and a serving tray covered in cakes.
What?
I somehow knew it was for me. I sat down in one of the chairs.
What is going on?
When I did, something inexplicable happened. As happens often in dreams, the teapot rose up.
Oh, a
and
dream,
poured
okay.
a cup for me, and a cup for another.
Not like in Cinderella.
But I knew you were sitting in the other chair.
Wasn't Cinderella, what was it?
Down at movement on the ground.
Beauty and the Beast.
I could see your shadow and I saw horns. I had visions of fur and wolf's teeth and wings made out of feathers. I think I know what you are.
What?
But strangely, I did not feel afraid. Nor do I now. Do you understand? I enjoyed our tea party. After seeing both your letters, I was inspired to make my own illustrated envelope. I tried to draw the dream you sent me. What do you think?
Beautiful. Although you're not asking me.
Can you do other magic? Do your letters go through the postal service? What do you look like? How old are you? I'm sorry.
How old are
I
you?
just want to paint a picture in my mind's eye.
Oh, you are nervous.
So you like taking walks? I was born in Australia, but moved to Scotland when I was a wee child.
The weak child.
In Australia, my parents would have me go on long hikes with them in the bush. And we kept this tradition in Mull. I think I complained about it as a child, but now I look back at it fondly. I live alone, which I like. I don't mind the isolation. In fact, I enjoy it. God knows why I wanted to start a reading group with the other women in the town. Which, once again, brings me back to the subject of Eliza. What do you have in mind for getting back at her? Signed, Angela.
Ooh, we have a key. The key has been added to your inventory. It's metallic and well polished. Okay. And a sofa in a cave, perhaps? I was gonna. Sorry. A cave with a fireplace with a box in it? Wow, okay. Is this a dream? You find a cupboard. It's hidden in a corner of the ground, but it looks dusted, well used. Like the opened it. It is locked. And I have a key. Some letters. Act 1. Angela.
Dear Angela. What? Magic isn't enough for you. You want more?
Yeah.
I joke, but I'll try to explain my abilities, though it's difficult to properly articulate them. Firstly, I can pick up any object and detect where it came from.
Oh my god, you're doing so much translation in that case.
It's how I found your address.
He's like,
It's like looking through a keyhole. If I can concentrate enough, I can go further and feel where the object originally came from. For example, the stamp collection I found was from a poet from New Zorn, but the stamps were originally printed in Britain.
how does he like his school, TJ?
If I tried my hardest, I could perhaps find out that the paper used to make the stamps were from a tree cut down in Canada. My powers don't extend to making letters appear from thin air, so I resort to a more human method. The post office is fortunately just beyond the edge of town, so I drop off my letters when no one's looking.
Okay, but like, what are you then?
Then there's the dreams, which you experienced firsthand. I put myself in a sort of meditative state and can walk through humans' dreams, manipulating my surroundings while I'm there. While I can influence dreams to an extent, I cannot speak in them.
Of course.
While I do have a true form, I can take on many others. In a way, all my paintings are self-portraits. It's silly, but when I read that you wanted to know what I look like, I felt oddly exposed.
Okay, so you have insecurities.
I don't wish to explain my appearance.
What?
Perhaps it's
I was
better to
asking,
keep it
how does your
casual
cousin like
or
school?
selfish.
Must be in school, right? So does he like it?
I'm old enough to think for myself, but quite new compared to others of my kind. I can't give you exciting first-hand accounts of the 18th century poets who used to walk the Isles of Mull, cutting each other with their tongues and pens. But I'm not so young that I don't know how to cook mushrooms alone. They were delicious, by the way.
How to cook mushrooms alone? Why? Why is alone added?
Here's my plan. On the night before Saturday, I
What's...
shall give Eliza a very specific dream. During the day of the reading group gathering, act natural. If she gives you any trouble, gather yourself up, look her in the eye, and tell her to stop wailing like a banshee. Tell her that verbatim.
Oh my god, you are evil.
Please write back to me and tell me what happens.
What are you gonna
If
do?
Eliza doesn't change her tune, I can always send her a nightmare or three. Yours sincerely, Devere.
Devere.
P.S. I loved your postcard illustration. It's the line work of someone who has practiced drawing for years. I had no idea you did art.
Oh, I'm interested in knowing your form. What's this? Dear Devere. The Raw. Library, my home. You've given her a map to your place?
Dear Devere, today I had a very strange experience.
I
I ran a book
confused.
club meeting that didn't end with me feeling drained and wanting to pull my hair out. The 5 women came to my house again to review the chapter of Pride and Prejudice. We were talking about Elizabeth Bennet's rejection of Mr. Collins when Eliza's biting nature came out once again.
Ugh.
She compared me to the character Elizabeth, a woman who will never find a man who truly loves her because no one would be attracted to her prickly personality. The irony of Eliza not knowing how the book ends did not escape me. I did exactly what you had advised. I stood up, looked her in the eye, and told her to stop wailing like a banshee. The effect was immediate. She stood there, still as a stone, with a look of shock as if I had struck her. What on earth did you show her?
Yes, Devere, tell
After
us.
that, she stopped spitting venom at me for the rest of the day, only speaking to talk about the novel. Whatever you did, Devere, thank you. For this envelope, I tried to draw the town. I even pulled out some old paintbrushes I had in storage. This is the path I take to send off my letters to you.
So you just go straight. No, you go to the library first, and then you go to the rock. What's that?
Can you visit me sometime? I want to meet you. Signed, Angela.
He likes history and wants to. I'm so proud. They grew up. Yeah, they do grow up so fast. Likes history. That's nice to know.
Dear Angela, I'm afraid visiting your home would not be possible. An old magic prevents me from entering the town.
Sus.
I could visit you through your dreams, but I'll always show up hazy if I appear at all. And I'll always be unable to speak, which doesn't make for fun or witty conversation. It's not the same as the real thing, is it? I'm sorry. As for Eliza, I simply took her insecurities and amplified them. Let's just say that your exact words to her would have ignited a memory. Don't
I
worry,
don't think
didn't
I have a
traumatize her.
part in
I
liking.
merely had her take a good
Well,
long
either
look at
way, if
herself
he
and how she
likes
treats
it,
others.
then he likes it. But go on, tell me what your part is,
Don't
if you want.
let Eliza's words get into your head. You have many qualities that are attractive, and anyone with an ounce more sense than a teacup will see that. Thank you for sharing this correspondence with me. I don't generally get to talk to others. Yours sincerely, Devere.
Careful. Casting out your teeth is the best thing within you. Oh. That's a good quote.
Dear Devere, that sounds so tragic. Because you've given me so much comfort through your letters.
And always tell him what really happened. That's nice. He likes real history then.
A strange thing happened the other day. Another woman said something nasty. But instead of saying something back to her, I didn't. I just felt unpleasantly sorry for her. The realization that she was just a person who didn't understand came crashing upon me.
I'm sorry, didn't understand what?
I thought about the advice you gave me. The reason why I'm not married is not because I don't wish to be. Like Elizabeth Bennet, I've rejected the advances of men in the town, even as recently as a few weeks ago.
I think you may also have heart in him wanting to be a teacher then.
No.
Because,
The reason why I've never married is because I haven't found the right person. Or rather, because I hadn't found the right person.
girl. Not Devere. We always fall for mysteries, apparently.
Devere, there's something I need to say. I've developed feelings for you. I love you. Oh, it feels good to confess this, to commit it to paper. And if you're reading this, it means I found the courage to deliver it.
Well, I hope your heart doesn't break, my love.
Do you return these feelings? I worry that I've destroyed something wonderful we already have. I pray this is not the case. Love, Angela.
Oh, that's beautiful. What is that?
Dearest Angela, how can I not return your feelings? Your letters brighten up my existence. When I wake up, I look forward to walking to the edge of Ardmore Forest to see if you've left me a new addition to our correspondence. When I got the part of your letter where you told me your feelings, I felt whole, like a void I didn't know being healed. I love you.
Oh,
It hardly sums up my feelings, those 3 words. I can feel my heart racing. I love you.
dream it.
I will show you this poem I've written. It's soppy, I know, but forgive me. When I think of you, I am undone.
Yep, that's slow. Apparently, it
It was
doesn't
by
even.
yonder fell and glen I saw the fairest maiden, and since that day with yearning pain my heart was sorely laden. I love and worship you, dear one. For all your troubles I shall quell. I will take these fires for you. I fear not fate nor hell.
So apparently, love doesn't spare even the supernatural. And wow, this poem is so nice.
Be
I would
well,
melt if
Angela.
someone said that to me.
Yours, Devere.
Be well, Angela. Yours, nice. Beautiful though. It's part of the stream. Beautiful, thank you. I made a new overlay, screen overlay. Scotland, 1937. We have a phone ringing. Get up. Hello? Oh, oh, I have to type it. Type. Oh, click on it. Evening Inspector, have you found Mr. What happened? Not yet. There's another phone ringing. How do I... I'm going to return to the abandoned cave tomorrow morning. I have to find more evidence. What happened here? Very well. Let me know if there are any developments in the case. Yes, sir. Goodbye. So, Angela went to her law, I suppose? Why is that bloody? I don't like it. you, Mr. Devere. Hello, Devere. I'd like you to send me back the letters I've sent you? What? Could you please do that for me? And why is the music gone? Angela Bard. Hell is empty. All the devils are here. Shakespeare. Yeah.
To Mr. Kalin Calwood, I am not a fool. Angela never uses that style of paper. She also handwrites her letters. But I assume that you couldn't properly imitate her handwriting because yours is too different. You couldn't even use your own typewriter. This is the one from New Sawn's library, the one with the crooked E. Your letter is a sad, failed attempt at forgery, and an even sadder,
Just a question.
loathsome parody of Angela's originals. Do not try this again. Signed, Devere.
This game is a romance mystery visual novel set in 19s, told through a letter. I'm not sure what it's about, but well, so far we have letters exchanging between Angela and Devere. And well, romance going on, and now there's mystery. So I don't really know. It has multiple endings though. Guess we'll find out what it's about. What happened to Angela?
Dearest Angela, someone tried to contact me. I don't know this stranger, but I know that his name is Kalin Calwood and that he's from New Sawn. He wants our correspondence.
Just also, I love this thing, this letter, stars, constellation. I love it.
He made a pathetic attempt at trying to impersonate you in a letter.
Yeah, interesting it is.
I sent him a reply to go to hell. But this letter greatly concerns me. He even left it at the usual spot. How did he know about that? Has he been doing anything to you? I will send him a nightmare.
Angela is missing. Kaylin is sending letters at the usual spot.
My days are filled with thoughts of you. Please, take care of yourself. All my love.
And Angela is not with Devere since, I mean, if he was, Devere would not be sending a letter. What is going on? Stay away from her? See. Be right back. Sure. Take your time. I'm here for a while.
Dear Devere, I don't want to alarm you, but my house was broken into yesterday. I'm alright. It happened when I was out buying bread and paint.
But weren't you missing? What is going on?
I came home to find the front window smashed with a length of cloth covering the frame, as if to protect someone from the glass shards as they climbed through. It was Kaylin who broke in, I'm sure of it.
Who was
But I
Kaylin?
don't have any proper evidence. I checked around and found nothing missing, even though I had some valuable silverware and some jewelry that a burglar could have easily gotten to. That fits in with my Caitlin theory, but it's not enough to get him arrested. I have yet another confession. Caitlin was the man whose advances I had rejected less than a month ago. He is an appalling young man with a sort of brutish rudeness of someone who doesn't realize he is being rude. He lacks self-awareness.
I am so lost. You were missing, right? Or was that something like foreshadowing thingy?
He hates books and anyone who doesn't think he's right all the time. I haven't told a soul about you, Devere. You are my secret. The reason why Kaylin knows anything about us is because he has been following me.
Angela, you are very sus right now.
In the corner of my eye, I keep spotting him. In the library and shops, down the street. I realize now what he was looking for. He wanted to find out if the reason why I didn't return his affections was because I was seeing someone else.
I don't know if you are just too self-aware or what, but you are being very sus right now.
He must really want our letters. I've hidden your letters very well, but I want to give them to you where they'll be safe.
Well, you better stay with those letters until Devere gets them, because you're being followed, right?
He already knows about the rock at the edge of the Ardmore Forest. Something he could only have known from spying on me. And you cannot enter the town. We need another plan.
How are you gonna send this letter?
Where can I meet you? In case the letter gets intercepted, write it as a riddle and I will solve it. Yours, Angela.
Well, Devere can just show up in your dream and tell you though, right?
To Angela Bard.
Huh?
I don't think we should continue our correspondence. Devere.
I right in the first of night, did he smile his right to see? Did he who made the lamp make thee? Think?
Dearest Devere, I want to thank you for the time we spent together in your home.
I'm confused.
When I waited by the forest, I feared that I had misinterpreted the code in your letter. Forgive me.
I'm up.
Your cave is such a warm, restful place. So many books that the town's library doesn't have. Could spend forever sitting in your armchair, taking in each novel. You'd never get it back. I don't understand why you never sent me a true self-portrait of yourself. You look like how I picture an angel. Like from one of the paintings of the Renaissance.
Yeah?
You were as kind as I had pictured. One day I'll need to return the favor and cook for you. I never knew mushrooms could have so many different tastes. I think my favorite were the ones that tasted like cooked pork from my childhood. The ones you called angel wings?
So lost here? What's going
When
on?
we kissed. It was magic. That's how I describe it.
Yeah, I get it. I get that.
So gentle. And then you had the audacity to ask if it was an alright kiss. You're so charming and you don't even know. Hopefully me telling you this doesn't go to your head. When you knew I wanted to stay the night, I once again became nervous. I wasn't sure what you wanted. I saw there was only one bed, and the armchair, unsuitable for sleep. But my worries soon dissipated. You didn't ask anything of me.
Yeah?
You simply lay down next to me and fell asleep. As I lay there between layers of cloth and furs,
Has it really been
drifting
like
between
that?
sleep and
That
consciousness,
sad.
I opened my eyes. I saw you walking away to gather more kindling, putting on a thick coat. From my misty, tired vision, it seemed like you had changed your form. A wolf? At first, I thought I was still dreaming. It felt like a dream. But I know it was real.
Or living in a dream.
I also want to thank you again for the ring.
Ring?
It's a lovely gift. I didn't say I thought it was pretty to prompt you to give it to me. Honest. The emerald sparkles around the gold band as I walk through the morning sunshine. Rubbing the edge of the gem with my thumb against the band gives me comfort. Forever yours, Angela.
Forever, huh? Why is there blood on it? I don't get it. Kind of a out by the if it Thank you. I saw her walk into town this morning. She wasn't in her house all night. She didn't arrive until breakfast. Do you have any idea dealing with my evenings hunting? Or not some that rifle has better aim? Dude, I watched walk past the post office many of you seem close. I even thought it was a little charming at first, but who even are you? And you belong with her? I'm not going to sign this. No, who? Oh boy. Moral indignation is jealousy a halo.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean, Devere.
I'm sure I don't know. Okay.
P.S. I'm sending this as a postcard because your note is not worth the dignity of a letter in response.
Huh.
Dearest Devere, I've burned your letter after reading it, as you've instructed. I hated doing that. It was such a beautiful letter, and I don't mean the envelope. I
Of
committed
course.
every word to memory. There's nothing to be forgiven, you wrote. I'm touched that you're willing to wait for me. Would you really wait forever? You don't need to answer. I trust you. I want you to fully understand the gravity of that trust. There's no one else I really trust in this town. I can't exactly talk to the women at the book club about this. They'd think I was mad.
Huh?
I went to one of the policemen at the station desk and confided with him about Kaylin following me. The policeman behind the front desk was kind enough and said that he'll give Mr. Carlwood a warning. But I have my doubts that anything will come of it. The police in Newsom are not known for being competent. They're mainly made up of volunteers, some of whom are friends of Kaylin.
Oh wow, that's not nice.
On my way to the library, Kaylin spotted the ring on my finger. He didn't say anything about it, but when he glanced at it, his face seemed to twist with anger and disgust. I suspect he's jealous. I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting tired of us having to change which rock I hide these letters under. I'm tired of feeling like I've been worn down to a shadow. After spotting the ring, Kalen tried confronting me about you. He thinks you're a drifter, a vagrant, and other names I won't repeat here. I was close to striking him with a fist, but instead, I turned and walked away.
Good.
I am tired of having to dodge and weave past Kalen just to contact you. I want to see you again. I miss hearing your voice already.
I'm
The
not
Morse code
sure
saw
I
in your
like
room
this
gave me
game.
an idea. Be sure to peer out past the forest tonight. Yours faithfully, Angela.
Angela? Asian operation? Anti-war operations? Last night, 15th of at 00 hours? What does that mean? Oh, never mind. I spotted a flashlight outside my bedroom. I recognize the pattern of flashes. Coming. Oh, shit. What have you done, Angela? It was followed by another flashlight from another source. Ardmore Forest. I was able to describe the conversation on a tired heat. Even these very tense times, I am taking extra measures and copy of the transcript. Take a look at. Punctuation was added in itself for ease of reading. Still lurking. Thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the lurk. And I hope your stream is going well. Hello, Devere. Hello, I am here. Are you safe? Unsure, but things are unbearable. To leave town. Please wait one more night. We'll send plan through dream. Fine, going to bed now. I love you. Goodbye, my love. Safe. End of transcript. What should be done here? It may simply be civilians using Morse code, but it may perhaps be two unknown operatives communicating through code phrases. I will be awaiting further instruction. Signed, Agent Hunter. What have they done? Agent Thunder, going through our current codex of known code phrases, this transcript we have sent does not fit with any of them in any significant way. The phrase will send plan through dreams stood out to me, however, as it cannot be taken literally. Dream might be an improvised euphemism for alcohol. While I believe there is no need to investigate further, I advise that you simply continue monitoring Morse code messages as they continue. Also, send an agent to look for hidden plans in the next shipment of whiskey. Oh my god. If the messages continue, send me a follow-up. Signed, Agent Mortal. Oh, I understand what happened with Angela going missing, I think. Scotland, 1937. It's been on 1937, right? For a long time now. There we have it. Paul. How goes the investigation, Inspector? Given the evidence I've found so far, I don't believe we will find Miss Bard. Is she dead? Inspector? Inspector, is Miss Angela Bard dead? I'll check the cave one more time. Perhaps there's a detail I missed. Good. I wish for this case to finally come to a satisfying conclusion. Welcome back, CJ. Nice to have you. So I'll give you a little bit of rundown of whatever I understood. So I think the call that happened with Angela going missing was foreshadowing. And then Devere got a strange letter from someone named Kalen, who apparently Angela says is the man who advanced on her, but she rejected, and who is now obsessively stalking her and stuff like that. So they found another way to communicate all of that. And once, one time, they tried Morse code communication, and apparently some anti-war uh, thing saw their communication, and they keep an eye on the Morse codes if they happen again, blah blah blah. And now we have another one of the foreshadowing part with the call. Angela is still missing in the call. Yeah. I don't know if you understood any of that because I'm very bad at Mr. Kalen Calwood. Okay, Calwood.
Kaylin, do you really hate me that much? You told me that you have two large dogs, like it was a threat. I'm not scared of them, I'm not scared of your lies, and I am not scared of you.
As you should be.
Let me make one thing clear. I won't
I
let you
did, I
sick
think.
your dogs on
Well, if
anyone
you
I
didn't,
care
it's
about.
okay.
Signed, Angela.
It wasn't much. Sure. Police, okay. Mr. Graham, I'm writing to you about a man who has been living in Admore Forest. While this may not seem a police matter, I have reason to suspect that he is an enemy spy. God damn it. I believe this is Carolyn too, writing the letter. He is a dangerous one, and I urge you to take action and capture him for questioning. I will happily assist you and the boys in hunting him down if need be. Right. Do not let this Mr. Devere remain at large. Make a move as soon as possible. I'm guessing Devere and Angela run off, and that's why she's missing. Angela Bard.
Dearest Angela, what I have to say, I don't expect you to forgive me for this.
No.
But this is getting too intense. Too dangerous.
Coward. Dirty cat.
I lied to you.
You lied, okay.
I lied to you about everything. My powers, my supernatural nature, the dreams. None of this is real.
What are you talking about?
The first dream I sent you of the wolf and the horns, you didn't dream it because of magic. You simply dreamed that image because it was on the first envelope I sent you.
Oh,
and then I told you you'd have a dream. Your expectant mind did the rest.
what a psychological mastermind.
It was just a trick. It was just a magic trick. I misled you. And when you believed me, instead of telling the truth,
What about what
you
was her
kept
name?
fueling the fantasy.
Elise?
That's all it was.
What about Elise then?
I'm not your demon lover. I'm not a forest fae from one of your books. Kalen, in all of his harshness, was right. I am simply a man who lives in a cave.
1936? Haven't we been doing 1937 though? What's going on?
So,
Oh no, that's the
now you know.
future, the calls.
And now, because of me, you're in danger. so I shall do the right thing and end this. Forget about me. Go and live
You
a better
legit
life.
gave up?
I'm sorry.
You legit gave up because of Kaylin? Angela, Hugh's letters were found inside a jeweled casket in a locked cupboard within a cave in Ardmore Forest. They were discovered and collected by the Bureau of Anti-War Operations, along with several documents related to the person's case of Angela Bard and who? What happened? The Bureau has no official papers for a Mr. Devere. Inspector, something from Chief. Here, Inspector, I'm contacting to ask for your assistance in connection with the Bard case. After hearing your track record on making deductions, I have confidence that you can bring this ongoing case to a sufficient end. The case is as follows. Shortly after the reported disappearance of Miss Angela Bard, 12th of June 1936, an investigation was organized by the New Zorn police. By men, some of whom were friends of Mr. Callan Calwood, noted that he had not been seen for several days, which was not reported. As everyone assumed, Mr. Calwood had simply taken leave for an impromptu hunting trip. He had last been seen shortly before Angela's last sighting, so the two disappearances are being seen as linked. Prior to Mr. Calwood's disappearance, 25th of March 1936, he had sent a letter to me claiming that a Mr. Devere was living in Ardmore Forest as an enemy agent. Constable Victor and Officer McFerguson were sent out but found no traces of a living person there. During an overnight manhunt, Miss Bard and Mr. Calwood in Ardmore Forest, my men discovered the half-eaten remains of an adult male. The body has been dead for several days in the midst of summer, and the clothes were in tatters, leaving little for the members of the force to identify. Two of Mr. Calwood's hunting dogs, identified by their color and testimony from various friends of Mr. Calwood, found nearby, bringing me to the conclusion that the victim was killed by and that the victim was not Mr. Calwood. Okay. After asking, oh my god, what happened? Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know that. I hate where this is going right now. Further questioning led me to the discovery that Mr. Calwood had been talking to his friends in a pub about Mr. Devere, referring to him as a drifter. My men have come to the conclusion that the body discovered in Ardmore Forest was possibly that of Mr. Devere, who had attempted to kidnap Miss Bard. Mr. Calwood had attempted to stop him using his dogs, of course. However, these deductions do not explain the absence of Miss Bard nor Mr. Calwood. You wanna know what happened? Calwood killed Devere and kidnapped Bard. It has been 9 months, and the trail is growing colder, and then they fled by the day. While I understand that calling you over to the Isle of Mull at such short notice is inconvenient, I hope this case will properly intrigue you. Signed, Chief Commissioner Graham, Thorn Police. Cave. Okay, the same fireplace with and a suitcase. You find a small, very thin suitcase lying on its side, as if it had been abandoned there by accident, left in a hurry. There are several papers inside it. You look at the top of the page. They are dated 27th of May. May. Okay, so after the disappearance, 1936. Um,
5 places to travel to with Angela.
a to-do list? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Number 1.
See
See the ruins
of
of Greece.
Greece?
The archaeological sites of Athens must be an impressive sight in real life. I've only seen the pictures. Taking Angela by the hand, we could walk together, looking at the ancient temples.
Devere.
Number 2. Ride on a gondola in Venice, Italy. If Angela
On a
wishes,
gondola,
we'll
what's
even
that?
do all the rowing. I'll stand up, oar in hand, while Angela dips her hands in the water, feeling the waters of Rome between her fingers.
Wow.
Number 3.
Interesting game for sure, I know, right?
Angela has confided in me that she has never tasted creme brulee. I plan on remedying that as soon as possible.
Well, so if they are alive, I'm guessing that the body was not Devere, it was Helen, and they framed it to look like someone else so that they couldn't recognize.
Number 4.
The police
Go
couldn't
to
recognize the
musical
body, I
England's
guess.
Royal Albert Hall. We can sit
What I
on the
mean.
balcony and listen to the funniest comedy or the most melancholy ballad.
Wow, I love that.
Number 5. The mountain forests of Canada. It will be difficult to cross the Atlantic. Or perhaps not. I always seem to find gold when I'm in need of it. But breathing in the scents of Alberta's forests of pine and spruce will be worth it.
Perhaps.
Sight, touch, taste, sound, scent. I wish to show my love for her with every human sense, to experience the pleasures and delights of the world together. And soon now, we will be free to do that. I am a very lucky devil.
I am confused. This is the evidence to track down Angela Bard. Oh, you should send it to. Should I? Who am I again? Sorry, who am I? Scotland, 1937. Okay. Oh, I'm the inspector. Hello? Inspector, I ask you once more, have you made any progress with the search for Miss Angela Bard? I finished reading through all the letters I found in the cave site. Good. Please forward them to me once you're done with them. With respect, Captain, I'll need to send them to the area first. You're grumbling through the telephone. Fine, fine. I also reread your letter regarding the case. I've been reviewing my notes as well. Just off the record, what do you make of this Devere? Do you think he was more than a man? Truthful. Of course not. Devere was just a man, nothing more. Of course not. Devere. Huh? What do you mean, truthful or a lie? They're both the same thing. So, I lie, but I don't think he was just a man. And here I think that he was just a man, okay. I really don't know what's going on. I guess I'll lie. Yet I mentioned. What's for you won't go by you after all. The letters will tell the story. I wanted to update you with an autopsy report. The victim's body was kept in as preserved as we could. The time stops for no one, even the dead. The coroner rechecked the body and was able to find something he did not see when there had been more tissue. The bite marks had gone through the jawbone. Mr. Callan Wood had two pointer dogs. They couldn't have bitten that far down into the bone. Oh my god, I feel so bad for the dogs if that was really Callan. Oh god. You mean the body wasn't killed by Mr. Calwood's dogs? Biting force of a large dog is around 200 pounds. For the bites to the body to be as they are, they would have had to double that. By the coroner's new assessment, I assume the victim was mauled by an abnormally large wolf. A wolf. I. You realize that means the victim could be Mr. Calwood then, since it wasn't his dogs that attacked. That I do. Why do you keep saying I? Which would mean that Miss Bond is with Devere against her will. The letters say otherwise. So then, Inspector, what is your verdict? I think we can still track down Angela Ward. I found a list of places she's traveling to. I couldn't find anything of her. I feel it necessary to close. It has multiple endings. I might save this. Can I? How do I save it? Menu. Save. Well, now if I don't like this, I can always go back and see what happened up there. Really, this is disheartening news, Inspector. What happened? Well, I don't believe you'll find her. I see. I believe she's dead. I shall write a report as soon as I can. Turn to the litter bin next to your desk. Crumble up Devere's list. Throw it in the bin. This is the one piece of evidence that could lead to Devere and Miss Angela. Light a match. Oh, it's okay, Caesar. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And I mean, you can read the end of it because I will do a summary when I have the time. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Have a good rest. I hope you feel better. Take care. Good night. Good rest, I mean. Matchstick you keep where your candles burn brightly. Toss the lit match into the bin. Create a nice little bonfire. The flames lick at the burning black ash. How strange it is. I feel like you know someone after I met them. And as you watch these flames fade into tiny embers, you realize that you will never truly know them like it should be. Wow, that was a good ending. What happens?
Do you think you'll ever return to the Isle of Mull?
No.
No,
Oh, why not?
Because she has you.
I have nothing waiting for me there. Nothing good, at any rate.
Do you
See?
not miss a single thing from the island? The town?
Why, are you bored?
The beautiful fields? The forest?
Not really.
I need to. Yeah, I do. Yes. I am half sad.
Besides, you're here.
I will get some rest soon. Thank you so much, Caesar. Bye.
So where to now? Rome? Greece?
Don't
Finish your
ask
sketch.
her.
I'm still sore you lied to me.
I'm sorry.
Lying to me about lying? I didn't believe that last letter for a moment, you know. I mean, if you lied about having powers, then how could Eliza have had those nightmares?
Same thought.
So what you're saying is
Yeah,
you're a terrible liar.
you're a terrible liar.
Yes.
Right then. You love me. Am I lying?
You're not
What? The end. Okay, what happens with the other one then? True, I think we can still track down Angela Bard. I found a list of places she may be traveling to. Brand news, Inspector. That's the best news I've heard in a while. Places are a bit out of the way, beyond our territory. If it's beyond my jurisdiction, will your people be able to follow the trail? I am not sure. I will have to ask. But if it's possible, the Devere will have an agent travel to these places. Description of Angela Bard. Well done, congratulations, Inspector. You were able to solve that which I was beginning to suspect was unsolvable. I shall write a report as soon as I can. I feel like I'm gonna like the previous ending better. Aw, that's pretty. Tonight you hear a wolf howling. It sounds almost human. It's the most dreadful howl of sorrow you've ever heard. Oh, as you lie in your bed, you wonder if it was a dream or not. As you rise the next morning, you know that question will haunt you the rest of your life. Finn. I am Finn? Am I Finn? Dear Devere. Oh, so they found her. I didn't quite get this ending. Well, either way, I guess that is it for this game. And for today, uh, that was a long, wasn't really long, but you know, I will play a song, and that will, the end of it will mark the end of the